Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to the episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 2019. We are continuing our contract here with our harvester, getting some, what is this, soybeans? Yes, soybeans. And, yeah, we're getting a little ways through. I mean, we're about a third of the way through the field, which isn't too bad. It's not a huge contract. It's only about 17,000 bucks, but it's not going to take us too long, I don't think. And it's going to be well worth it in the long run. This guy's about full, so let's come over here and grab our tractor with our tipper and get up here and pick up some more soybeans. I also got another tractor doing some seeding right now. Looks like he's almost done with this field, and then we'll move him over to the other field here in just a moment. Hopefully once we get done with this contract, we can get some more harvesting contracts before we turn our harvester back in. Try to get the most bang for our buck there. Looks like our other helper is done with his task, so we'll go ahead and get him over to the other field in just a moment. Just trying to do this out as much as we can. We'll get it over, hauled over to, I think this goes to the restaurant, actually. There we go. We'll close up the cover. It does go to the restaurant, so we'll do that here in just a moment. Let's get this other guy moved over to the other field real quick. Get that started. Alright, there you go. Go, little worker, go. Good stuff. Alright, let's get our trailer back and go to the restaurant. Should be, I guess probably the fastest way is probably up this way. Yeah, but I was going to say, where's the bridge? It's right there in front of us. I was looking at the map, like, where's the bridge? Literally in front of us. We will crash into the bridge if we are not careful. Bunch of soybeans. It's going to be good. I mean, this contract's not too bad. I really would love to take that $82,000 contract for the, what's it called? I always forget for some reason. The sugar beets here. And that would be really nice. But that contract would take forever to do. So I'm a little hesitant to do that. Some of these other contracts, I mean, they still take a while to do, to be fair. Honestly, it'll probably take us more time to get $82,000 from doing all these other contracts. But in a weird way, it just feels like, you know, things go a little bit faster or something. It's going to take us a little while to zip over here, turn this stuff in, and then get back over in time. But, you know, we'll get there. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the harvester's basically filled up by the time we get back again. Once we get our stuff planted, we will probably speed up time a little bit just to get things rolling a little bit quicker in that regard. I still want to move up to some other crops besides wheat for our own fields, but I think it's the most profitable right now. And until we start making some good profit, we just can't afford the equipment for some of the other stuff. Like, it'd be cool to do like corn or sunflower seeds or something different and unique. I mean, eventually I want to do cotton, but cotton is pretty expensive to get set up, if I remember right. It's not like a huge profit either, but, you know, it's still profitable, so. Yep, I was expecting that to be nearly full, partly because this trailer was already 2/3 full when we went and emptied it out, so we didn't completely empty out the harvester. It's just kind of something we have to take into account. Oh, wrong spot. This is not the restaurant. I saw the drop-off point, and I was like, hey, restaurant. No, not quite there. Over here across the street. That's right. We're still sort of heading that direction. Hello, field. Goodbye, field. Still wish you could get a AI to haul this stuff back and forth, but that's all right. I mean, it is what it is. Gives me something to do. Although if I could get an AI to haul this stuff back and forth, I might be more inclined to do the actual harvesting myself. There we go. One load down, 35% transported, 2 more to go. I mean, that is one good thing about this. The sugar beets, it would take like 20 to 30 loads just to get everything dropped off for that entire field. Whereas this one, just because of the way, you know, soybeans, you know, they're just obviously a lot smaller and they take up less space for the, you know, for the size of the field. So it takes a lot less trips. 3 trips is definitely a lot better than 30 trips. Although again, in order to get the 82,000 bucks, I mean, we may have to do 15, 20 trips with something like this. But I think it's okay in the long run. It feels quicker just because it's moving from one contract to another, and it just kind of feels like we're doing something, you know, I don't know, a little bit quicker sometimes. I'm coming, I'm coming. Don't you worry about it. Might be interesting to have like a second trailer that we could kind of just leave a trailer there that's empty to let the harvester do its thing, and then we'll just come by and drop an empty trailer. I'll pick up a full one, which actually, that would speed things up a little bit. Also, it would mean that we are literally doing non-stop trips back and forth, but I mean, eventually I'll probably get another small tractor, or I might just use these 2 small tractors as our kind of haul back and forth tractors and just get a bigger tractor for running the fields and stuff. Oh, we'll have to think about how we want to optimize down the road. Looks like this tractor is getting a little bit low on maintenance and stuff. I mean, it's still above the halfway point, as best as I can tell. Yes. But you know, once it gets below halfway, we may go repair it a little bit. It doesn't look like it's getting any like impact yet. Although I'm sure once it gets a little bit lower, it'll start seeing some noticeable impact. I think it's up here to the right, isn't it? Yeah, there's our header trailer right there, the little yellow dot. Oh wow, we are having trouble going up this hill though. I mean, this thing's not even loaded down. It's creeping up this hill. I mean, that's where I guess like a semi-trailer or something like that would be, which might be one of our next purchases just because. I say that though, we don't really need it. I mean, this right here is plenty big enough for the fields that we have currently. The only reason we would use the semi-trailers for the some of the contract jobs and stuff. Which I suppose what we could do is just lease the equipment, and then that would give us 2 sets of transport, you know, doohickeys. We'll have our tractor, and then we'll have theirs, and then we could have, I guess, 2 harvesters running. We'd just be able to finish it twice as quickly. Although, with 2 harvesters running, you would need more than 2 transports, wouldn't you? Probably. I'm coming, I'm coming. I think we're about halfway done with the field now, maybe a little bit more. If nothing else, it'd be quicker to get a better vehicle to just transport these things back and forth. These tractors are fine, but they are not very fast. Really? I'm not... There we go. I was like, I'm not missing it by much. There we go. Okay, you're really having a problem with me being just a little off. There you go. It felt like we were like right on there, but oh well. Alright, let's go check out our tractor, how he's doing. Maybe about halfway. Gonna need some more seed here in a moment, but it's not a bad start so far. I mean, we could go ahead and take back this, you know, this load here in a minute, but I think I'd rather just wait till it gets filled up. Almost there, though. All right. What else do we want to do right now while we're waiting? Don't have a lot of money. We're starting to lose quite a bit of money pretty quickly just from the workers and stuff. But I mean, we're going to get some money back from what we're doing right now. What have we spent money on today? The new vehicles. Is that just the leasing? Did we buy anything? Oh, I bet that's still counting the baling trailer that we have wherever it went off to. Didn't we buy a baling trailer somewhere? I actually don't remember. It's somewhere around here. I think that's what that's counting. In fact, we can go here and look at our vehicles. So we have... In fact, we can go down here to see what was bought today. John Deere 790, John Deere... Okay, so that's the harvesting stuff. That only cost us about 13,000 bucks or so. Yeah, we got the Claas Quadrant 5300 FC, which is our... Oh, no, that's not the harvester, that thing. That's the... What is that one? Is that our baling technology stuff? Our baler? Where is it? Oh, it's right there. I was like, I know we have it somewhere. It's right there. That big old monstrosity. That thing was huge. Way bigger than I expected it to be, but it's all right. It's cool. It's kind of fun to watch. Kind of cool. But yeah, definitely expensive. We'll have to do several fields worth just to be able to pay for that thing by itself. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to hit the B button. Keep going. Carry on. Need about, what, 7,000 to be filled? You're not even halfway there yet. We'll get there. I mean, part of me wants to do the lease equipment as well, just to get things rolling quicker. Burn through these contracts as quickly as possible. Have a couple harvesters rolling and then a couple transports back and forth. Something like that. But I just... That would be great if we had two people, obviously. You know, at least two people to do stuff. Most likely be running the transports back and forth, but... I keep hitting the B button. I'm trying to hit the start button. Oh no, I left a little patch. It's not my field, it's okay. Like what other contracts can we do? Like for example, this contract over here, it doesn't tell us anymore. Like how much we would have to rent. Like this one, for example, is not bad. Because it would only cost us 800 bucks to lease the equipment, and it's about a $10,000 contract. Not bad at all. Field 9 is which one? It's not actually not super big. I mean, it's big-ish, but it's not like crazy big. So, you know, that might be one that's worth picking up. Now, there's a lot of steps to that one. You have to do the, you have to dry it with a tedder, then bale it, and then take the bales to the barn. So, several steps to do, but, you know, not terrible. Still, I mean, like I said, this one's just so much money. I mean, I think the only way I would do this one is if I could lease the equipment myself as well. Like double up on the equipment. Which, how much would that cost us? It may not be worth the investment. Let's see here. Wrong button. There we go. It is in the beat technology there. I mean, it doesn't have to be that fancy schmancy one. It could just be one of these other smaller ones. $19,000 to lease this. Plus $7,000 per operating hour. I mean, let's say we spent $40,000, which is a lot. I don't think it would cost that much. $40,000 leasing that, and then the contract itself is worth 82. We'd spend 4,000 on leasing the equipment that they already have. That's not even counting the header. I just forgot about the header. But you know, we might make $40,000 off this, which, you know, and it would go even quicker to be fair, which would be awesome. Port grain elevator is over here to the west, right? Yeah, right over here. So we go from 8 to Port Grain, which isn't super far. Could probably zip up there pretty quickly with the semi. I don't know, just something to think about. It might not even cost us $40,000 to release that. It might cost us less, but is that worth it? I don't know. It would take a long time still, even with the 2 tractors going. It would still take a while. It would take at least, you know, still 20 trips back and forth. The trips to and from the Port Grain elevator would not be any less. I'm saying 20 trips because it took us 20 trips for that other field. And number 8's a little bit bigger, so maybe 25, 30 trips, something like that. So that's not going to get reduced. That's going to go just as much. It would just get the harvesting part itself. You would literally be non-stop trips back and forth. That would be the thing. There'd just never be an ending. I don't know. Just don't know if it's worth it or not. Alright, you're about to need some seed. Why don't you finish this up real quick, and then we'll zip you over there and get you some seed. You might be able to finish this path. It's hard to tell. Oh yeah, you're gonna be fine. Let's come over here then and grab this guy. Let's get him filled back up, because I think there's enough stuff in there now to fill you up the rest of the way. There we go. Move on out. Alright, we'll get you zipped over there, and probably partway there we'll have to go get some seed for that other guy. I don't know if it's any faster one way or the other. We'll just go up here to the left, I guess. It actually might not be too bad. Over this way. Taking this path over here to the left. Past the windmill. Now let's stop right here for a second. Get off the road. Go grab you. Go get us some more seed. And then come back. Bye-bye, birdies. Just to make it easier to get in and out of there. And move you out of the way. I mean, I could back in, but I might as well just zip in here and be right next to them. I'm trying to use up the rest of these little seed pallets before I do anything else. I think I'm actually pushing one right now. It's alright. It'll get out of the way. There we go. Plenty of fertilizer left. sure it's not a good idea to be driving, you know, across our newly sown fields, but I don't think it really matters. It's obviously not simulated. I guess I could be a little bit more responsible with how I'm simulating things, but I think it's going to be all right. Cool. All right, that's going. Grab our tractor here and get this put back. Go, go, go. Or dropped off, I should say. Thankfully, we'll get a little bit of money from the extra soybean at the end. So that's going to help mitigate some of the cost. I mean, I could always bring the pickup truck up here and pull these things, but that thing is so skittish, for lack of a better term. Definitely not a very stable way of transporting stuff. Which is kind of why I do want to get the semi-truck, I think, at some point. Just because it's big, heavy, beefy, can go fast, but also carry a lot of stuff. And it's not unstable, you know, at least in the context of how the game's simulating it. A lot easier to travel with at high rates of speed. Could the semi-truck pull this thing? I actually don't know. Maybe. And then maybe I can just stick with this trailer a little bit longer before I buy a new trailer and just kind of not have to pay it quite as much. It's possible. I'll have to look. I might have gone back to the other little windy path underneath the train track, but this will be fine over here. Only one more load after this. And even that load won't have to be completely finished off to get credit for the contract. Yeah, I think as soon as I get enough money, I think I'm going to buy me a semi-truck just because, you know, why not? I think it'll be nice. And we'll see if it can haul this trailer. And if it can, which is probably still not quite as stable as like a regular semi-trailer, to be fair. But I bet it'll be alright. If it can hook up at all, which maybe it can't. I could also go the other direction, buy a dolly to just use a regular semi-trailer with this tractor, but that doesn't solve the problem of the fact that these tractors are just not very fast. What is the, like, what's the fastest tractor we could get? We're at 15, 24, 31 from a Fendt. 31 from a Valtra. 31 from this Valtra back here. What about these guys? 24, 31. 38 from this JCB. It's not bad. 37 from a couple of these. Lamborghini. Hey, who doesn't want to drive a Lamborghini? 80 miles an hour? Is that legit? I wonder if I put street tires on this thing if it would go faster. I actually don't know. What we got here? 80 is insane though. Most of these are like, there's a 43, it's not too bad. 37, 38, stuff like that. If I were to go look at the tractor I have now, does it tell me like how much if I put yeah, it doesn't say it changes anything. How do you get the, how did we get the tiny wheels? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I might go try and swap them out just to see if it goes any faster. Like our top speed right now pulling this trailer is what, 20, 24 I think it was? 25, 26. 26 pulling the trailer. Was the top I saw. I mean, some of these are about 18, 19 on some of these hills. Let's go swap this out for some better tires, see if it makes a difference. I honestly don't know if it's simulated that way. It would make sense that it is, but I just don't know. Never tried. Oh, helper A has completed their task. Good stuff. All right, customize. So if we come over here, it'll cost us initially, right? But actually doesn't look like it costs us any money. All right, we'll try this. Change the configuration and see if it goes any faster with more kind of. I mean, they're not really truly street tires, but they're a little bit more street tire-y. Oh, you became unhooked, which makes sense. Do I need to do anything with our other guy real quick? So you're done. No, you're fine. I'll just get you out of the way here, but you're gonna be okay. And we can go ahead and speed up things a little bit. Let's go up to like 30 for now. We're not gonna go super fast. Looks like 26 is still the fastest. Maybe it won't lose as much speed going up the hill. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's losing a little bit of speed. I don't think it really made any difference, which is fine. I like that I go a different direction to get back every time, it seems like. I still can't believe there's a tractor that can go 80 miles an hour. That is crazy compared to all the other ones. It's a pretty cool looking tractor though. I like the way this looks. I mean, it definitely looks better than those little dinky wheels, to be fair. So, I'm glad I swapped over, even if it does mean I have to swap back later, just to be able to do some of the weeding and stuff, fertilizing and things like that. This will be our last load, though, so that'll be good. Contract should be done pretty soon here. I'll have to look and remember. I don't remember what the cheapest semi truck was. It's like, what, 110, 120, something like that. And I think it's only like $20,000 more for like the most expensive one. So I'll have to look again and see what the prices are. We'd have to do so much hauling stuff back and forth that if we can speed that up a bit, I think it would make a really big difference. Out of my way, birds. I'll let you get turned around here, good sir. Or ma'am, I actually don't know. Nope, it's a guy. Go, go, cruise control. Oh, I did not mean to do that. No, go away. Oh. Hopefully that didn't copyright anything. I hit the wrong button to get the cruise control moved up. I hit the up arrow instead of the up joystick. And that turned on the radio for a few seconds. Watch me get demonetized just for that 3-second little ditty. Just a couple more passes and you will be done. Good, sir. It's weird that the cruise control is not exactly perfect to be lined up. 6 miles an hour is just a little too fast, and 5 miles an hour is just a little too slow. And we'll get over here out of the way, let him just finish up on his own. Next couple passes real quick. Let's go ahead and get you dropped back off. We are already getting some weeds. Thankfully, it is early enough in the process. In fact, we're going to go ahead and slow it back down so I can deal with these weeds before the actual crop starts to grow in. I mean, stuff like this would be a good time to have one of the physical weeder things because it'd save us a little bit of money, but it's honestly going to be okay. Oh, got caught just a smidge. Let me get you around. Come on. Oh, I got off the little hump there, or the little pole. Oh, go tractor. Oh yeah, that's pretty funny. That's actually pretty funny. I bet you can't do a wheelie in your tractor. Oh, come on. I can make it in here. Just making it difficult for some reason. Should have just backed in. It would have been less painful. Alright, good enough. Going the wrong way. I was like, I think I like focusing on something else for a second and I wasn't paying attention to where the tractor was going. Oh, come on. Why are you not hooking up? Why are you not hooking up? Come on. Okay, I guess I've spun it around too much. I'm terrible at this game, as you guys can see. There we go. I was like, I don't have this on the wrong side, do I? I didn't think I did. Alright, let's come over here and unfold sprayer. Oh, this has got fertilizer in it. Which doesn't really help me. Fold sprayer back up. Let's unload. We'll just unload over here, I think. It's going to be okay. I think this is herbicide right here. Yep, there we go. That'll work. And then we'll just refill with these later, because we've already bought this. We've already paid for this, so there's no reason to go fill up with the tanks when we've already got this stuff filled up. Now we can unfold. It is pre-crop, right? Let's just double check. Make sure I'm not about to do something silly. Yeah, we're still in the first stage. There we go. Alright, you are still doing good. You only got a little bit more left to go. You're still doing good. You're waiting for him to finish. I mean, I guess I could do the weeding on this by myself, to be fair. It's not like it's that hard. In fact, yeah, just do it ourselves. I can at least do this. Save us a little bit of money. It's when the weeds get mixed in with the crop that it's really hard to see. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. We're going to finish weeding off this stuff, finish off that other contract, and we'll be back in, I guess, next time. So, yeah, I do appreciate you watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.